Hey, today Sony might have just leaked out a new armor, or it could be intentional, but given Sony's previous track record of accidentally leaking war bonds, not only that, but we'll also discuss the Commando because apparently it's bugged. It's not supposed to destroy Fabricators, which is highly disappointing, and I'm sure some of you will be upset about it. We'll also talk about the latest major order and much more. If you enjoyed the video at any point, consider tapping the thumbs up by clicking the like button below. Let's start off with the Commando Fabricator bug. When I first tested the Commando, I was excited to see that it could blow up Fabricators. However, the sad news, as I mentioned at the start, is that it's a bug. It's not intended to cause Fabricators to explode when hit. We know it's a bug because the support team member answered a question about it, and here's the full context. There's a player on the official Helldivers 2 Discord, and the player asked if the Commando is bugged, to which the support team member responded, "I don't know if it's intended or not. I actually never got the chance to use the Commando during testing. It'll probably come up tomorrow when the team gets back to work, and I'll find out then." And this post was created on 07/07/2024, this month, this year. Fast forward a few days later, and a different player brought up the topic again and said, "The Commando does seem to be able to do that, but given any other rocket launcher besides the Spear can't do that. I think that the Commando being able to do it is a bug." Then a completely different member quoted the post and tagged his support team member, B-Vitamin, and said, Okay, I gotta ask, is it a bug at B-Vitamin? Then the support team member replied with, "Yeah," and continued to say, "Commando has a lower AP than the Spear, and only the Spear should be able to do it without hitting vents. Commando being able to do it is a bug." So there's proof that it's a bug. It's not intended to explode Fabricators, which is not a great feeling, because I've been using it for quite some time now, and to find out that it's a bug is kind of disappointing, because this shows that it's another stratagem that was not tested properly and somehow managed to find its way into the game. Now, about it being patched, there's a player that asked B-Vitamin a question and said, "Is it getting patched?" And B-Vitamin wrote back and said, "I don't know what's in the patch. I wouldn't be surprised if that was in there though." And this right here, the Commando might see a big change the next time an update pops up, so do not be surprised when it's patched. However, it's fair to note that the developers could very well take the feedback into consideration if we were opposing to it. And I imagine that a lot of you are not going to be happy with this change. Speaking of that, how do you feel about the Commando receiving a nerf essentially? Are you okay with it or not? Let me know in the comments below. We also have a status update on the Ballistic Shield. B-Vitamin was asked a question on the Discord, and this player right here said, "I heard somewhere on YouTube the Ballistic Shield is also supposedly getting fixed too." Then B-Vitamin, the support team member, replied with, "There's quite a few bugs with the shield at the moment. I've sent a big report of everything with it to the devs, so they're aware of the issues. I don't know which ones will be fixed in which patch though." Okay, with that being said, the next patch might not include a bunch of fixes for the shield. Perhaps it might contain only 2 or 3 bugs fixed with the Ballistic Shield. So this right here is another bit of news that might be disappointing, but hey, at least it's in the process of being resolved. Hopefully they know about the sliding mech glitch with the Ballistic Shield, because if you hop inside of a mech with the shield equipped, it will force you to slide in one direction, and there's no way of stopping it unless you unequip the shield. Then you should be able to roam around freely without any problems. Now, a good thing I brought up the Ballistic Shield and the mech bug, because it might have been listed right here in this post, because B-Vitamin went on to post this and said, "The Ballistic Shield bugs I know about are abnormal impact deaths when ragdolling, first-person misaligned sight, switching POV moves the camera, shield obstruct forward movement, shield hinders mech movement, and shield catches on the Pelican door." Now, perhaps shield hinders mech movement could very well be that exact bug that I just talked about. So these are some of the issues that they are planning on fixing. And lastly, B-Vitamin updated us on the current patch and posted this right here and said, "The game is alive and well, don't worry. We're currently in a lull of new content because of the summer vacation and working on the next big patch. Exciting things ahead though. Players will always come and go, play the new content, get their fill of democracy, and move on to other games until something catches their interest enough to bring them back. Moving forward, we might have a potential leak again by Sony. For those that do not know, Sony has made the mistake in the past by revealing the next war bond. They've also revealed the Commando before it was revealed, and lastly, they've also accidentally showcased the last war bond, which was the Viper Commando. With that being said, we might have another accidentally leak in our hands because I received an email from Sony, and I'm sure some of you have too. Well, I noticed in this image specifically that the armor on the left side is pure black with no yellow, no red, and no blue. There's no color to the armor. And I have a theory that we might be receiving this armor because of what happened to Meridia. It kind of goes with the theme here because it's completely black, just like the black hole. And I'm not too sure how you all feel about this, but let's say that this right here is the reward for completing the Meridia Major Order. Then I cannot wait because I'm a fan of the color scheme. I like that it's dark and it matches exactly what the Major Order was, which was with the dark fluid, the black hole. Now at the same time, I do like the black, but I would like to see some hints of purple, just small little details. Nothing too crazy, right? Anyways, take this as speculation, of course. Who knows if it's a reward for the Meridia Major Order, or if it's a leak by Sony. I'm claiming it is a leak because of what they've done previously in the past, because again, they leaked out the Commando in an email before it was released, so I'd say it's possible that this is the same situation, or it could be a simple hint. Now, we're going to continue along here and talk about the Major Order as of right now because we might, and I say that lightly, we might fail it. Now, I get it, I know, I'm usually the gloom and doom of Major Orders, specifically for the automatons, but this time, there's a slight chance we might fail it. However, there's also a chance we could succeed. I'll explain what's going on here. We currently have 2 planets to liberate, and that's it. We currently have 5,000 or something players on Charbel, and about 11,000 players on the other planet. So if you look at this planet as of right now, there's an estimation that we might succeed in liberating this planet in 2 days. And Charbel is estimated to be completed in 13 hours as of making this video. The Major Order, on the other hand, will end in 1 day, and that's tomorrow. So given the facts, if we had some of the players on Charbel, then I think we would be able to complete this Major Order and liberate the planets a lot sooner rather than later. And there are, of course, the Terminated players that are currently on the right side, and you can see in this graph right here that there's currently, as of right now, 14,000 players on the bug planets and 20,000 players on the left side with the automatons. If only we could get those players on the right side to be on the left side with the automatons, then I think we could complete it and smash this Major Order into pieces, but that's not going to happen. So as of right now, this is what's going on with the current MO. Now, is there a chance we could succeed? I think it's entirely possible, but that's only if we coordinate right and work together to liberate the fallen planets. So, what do you think? Are we going to fail it, or will there be a slim chance we'll succeed? Post your response down below in the comments. So with all the information being said, this is your Helldivers 2 news. If you guys would like to be featured in the next video, all you have to do is comment down below. Here's the top first comment. This player right here, Vado F1, said, so teleporters were used in the first game as an explanation for players to go to each other's ships. And I believe somewhere it was said in the second game that teleporters were no longer used due to safety concerns. I was not aware of that, so thank you Vado for letting me know. The second comment is by Alcatraz1. We actually have 4 currency methods in game: medals, requisition slips, samples, and super credits. It is a lot, and hope we get more options to use them and increase on the cap. And last but not least, hopefully I do not butcher this, but this user right here named Riley M. Sinte 2168 said, wardrobe malfunction would probably be Pixar reference. When in the movie The Incredibles, they lost off several supers they got killed via their capes, no capes. So with that being said, there's your top 3 comments. If you guys are wondering how I choose these, basically YouTube will upvote them or downvote them depending on how many upvotes and downvotes the comment has. So if you have 100 likes, and you're on the bottom, but someone else has 70 likes, and they're all the way towards the top, that means because you have more downvotes most likely, and the other user has more upvotes. So anyways, hope that explains that. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.